Ramily, what a performance from your Los Angeles Rams in a 34-0 ass kicking of the New Orleans Saints. Welcome into a brand new episode of the Rams Report presented by PrizePicks as always, guys, and we are going to be breaking down the biggest instant takeaways from a 34-0 belt to ass game from the Rams against the Saints. What a performance from this team. Number one, how about your backup quarterbacks in this thing? How about Stetson Bennett especially? My goodness. Number 13, have a day. Have a day, Stetson Bennett. I was so impressed. Coming off a week where I had been honest with you guys, I was not impressed with Stetson Bennett in week one. Very small sample, very limited action, but I felt like he left a lot on the table in the couple drives he got in the first game against the Chiefs. He played that first quarter. Today, he came out firing. 19 for 31, 181 yards for Stetson Bennett. Couple miscues. Was it perfect? No. Wasn't perfect. It's okay. It was more than good enough to guide this team on multiple scoring drives, two of which he finished with his legs. Part of that 9 rushing yards, by the way. Also 2 rushing touchdowns. Diving for the pylon beautifully on one of those. It wasn't perfect, like I said, but it was more than good enough to get this Rams team to a victory and to lead scoring drive after scoring drive. I was very impressed with exactly what we saw from Stetson. And guys, we're going to keep talking about him and our other backup quarterback, who I also thought played pretty well, Mr. Ty Simpson, in just 1 second. But first, hit that subscribe button, guys. We've got you locked in on daily Rams coverage. If you want to stay up to date with everything around your favorite team in the NFL, then make sure you hit the subscribe button today and lock in with the Rams Report. Because, guys, we live streamed today. We were live for every minute of the game. It was an absolute blast. We will have coverage all week long. Our winners and losers will be out tomorrow morning, and you don't want to miss a minute all season long. Especially with this guy around. Man, I'm not going to lie. I was a little bummed by how little of Ty we got to see today. Shout out to Alex Cook, who we'll talk about a little bit later for some of that reasoning. Alex Cook with the 100-yard pick six. But on the action that we did see from Ty, we saw good things. 8 for 12 for 73 yards. He had 1 3 and out, but it was mostly on the ground game. He completed his only pass on that drive. And overall, I was impressed. There were 2 plays where I was like, okay, veteran Ty. One of them, he threw into a defensive pass interference penalty. He saw it. He saw the contact. He said, you know what? I got to give my guy a chance to draw a flag here. I got to throw this football. And so he puts it right at him. Alex Bachman, he's getting hacked the whole way through. Good day for Bachman, too, by the way. Number 5 looked good. But Ty Simpson identifies that and gives Bachman a chance to draw that flag by putting the ball in his area. He knows he's got to take a chance there because that flag needs to be thrown, and he needs to draw a penalty to get the first down for this team. That's a veteran play. That's veteran identification from Ty Simpson, who continues to impress me. Again, not a lot of action today. It was kind of similar to what Stetson got in week 1, where he really only got quarter and a half worth of play, but I thought he played well. I thought he did well with what he did. Next up, I want to talk about this defense, guys, because holy cow. They made some plays today, and they need to be discussed, and they will be in just 1 second, my friends. But before we get to discussing our defense, which flew around today, I got to let you guys know about something that is just as good as the Rams defense today. Our friends over at PrizePicks, America's #1 sports picks app. Guys, if you've ever watched the Rams Report before, I know you know all about PrizePicks, but if it's your first time tuning in with us or you've just never heard of America's #1 sports picks app, then they are the best way to get in on the daily fantasy action now that the football season is back to turn your ball knowledge into cash, my friends. Me and producer Ryan were playing along all game long on Prize Picks. We had a Prize Picks lineup going. It did not end up cashing for us, but that's okay, guys, because it was actually a Flex Friday bonus lineup. So I played my Flex Friday lineup. They ended up giving me back $15 in bonus play because that one didn't cash. So I used that bonus lineup right here, tried to turn it into 82.50. Unfortunately, that didn't happen for us, but I'll be right back on that horse next week for more games, and you guys should join me. And when you do, make sure you use code HMA. Guys, sign up for Prize Picks with code HMA and play your first $5 lineup to get $150 in bonus lineups if you win that first $5 lineup. One more time, that is code HMA at sign up to get $150 in bonus lineups if you win your first $5 lineup. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. Ramley, let's keep talking here about this defense. Because, oh boy. And don't you love this photo? Don't you love this photo of Alex Cook coming off his 100-yard pick six, which was an absolute beaut, by the way. Jumps in front of the pass from Spencer Rattler, takes it all the way from the end zone to our end zone for a touchdown, and then goes and celebrates with the vets, the starters on the roster. Forbes, E-Man loved it. Cam Kinchins loved it. Cam Curl loved it. Nate Valcarcel loving it. And how could you not? How could you not love this Rams defense showing up for 3 takeaways in today's game? 2 of those in the red zone, guys. Alzillian Hamilton, the undrafted free agent out of Fresno State, he made an impact. He had a PBU and he had a pick today. Big game from Alzillian Hamilton. I loved what we saw. Alex Cook, he was effing fantastic. The former Birmingham Stallion with the pick six, 100-yard pick six. I love it. How else can you show up like that? But nobody was better on this defense today than number 47, Wesley Bailey, man. Sack today for Wesley Bailey, 10-yard sack. He got after Zach Wilson. He made it second and 23 for the Saints. I can't even remember. It was a disaster situation for them. They would quickly go 3 and out. He had a forced fumble in the red zone as well. That dude was all over the football field. I loved what we saw from Wesley Bailey. Number 47, I think you just made the 53. Next up, sloppy day from the New Orleans Saints. Oh, goodness, guys. This is where we got to get honest with ourselves here about the team we played today. They don't have it as far as depth goes. That was entirely clear in today's game. They looked downright horrible. Just downright horrible. There's really not any other word to describe it. I was not impressed at all. If I'm head coach Kellen Moore, I am livid right now with the way my depth played, with the way my backup quarterback showed up in this one. Man, it was bad, and more bad for the Saints. We had 3 takeaways, but they had 3 turnovers. Like, yikes. You cannot commit 3 turnovers, 2 of those coming in your own red zone as you're trying to finish off scoring drives and expect to win a game, especially when you turn a potential scoring opportunity into a touchdown for your opponent. Add into that the fact that they not only went 0 for 2 in the red zone, but also went 8 for 18 on critical 3rd and 4th downs. That's not going to cut it. And then even worse, they put themselves in a bunch of 3rd and longs with 12 penalties for 96 yards, one of which was an offensive unnecessary roughness, which you just never see. Like, it's just sloppy play from New Orleans all over the field. Run defense was terrible. Jarquez Hunter ate them up on the ground for 150 total yards for this Rams rushing offense, against this Saints run defense. Goodness, that one didn't come out right. But Jarquez Hunter absolutely ran all over this Saints defense, 150 total rushing yards for the Rams. And while I am very impressed with everything we saw from the Rams, and we'll keep talking about that in a minute, but you got to be honest with what this team that we went up against was today. Bad. Like, downright, just not professional standard. It was amateur hour, left and right from this Saints team. I was talking to our Saints host, Trizzy Trace Gerard, and he would tell you the exact same thing I am telling you right now. embarrassing performance from this Saints team. But that doesn't take away the things that we did well. That doesn't take away that Jarquez Hunter went out there and showed up today. How about it from 27? I liked it. I loved it. I wanted some more of it. I really thought Jarquez Hunter responded well to a game last week where he was overshadowed by Dean Connors. He wasn't necessarily bad in the first week of the preseason, but this game, he said, you know what? I mean, like, my job might be on the line. I got to show up and ball today. And he did exactly that. I think he's safe going forward. I'm not going to lie. Next up, let's talk about injury news. Unfortunately, we did not get out of this thing cleanly. It's like the last thing you want to see in any preseason game is some new injuries popping up. Both to defensive players. Keir Thomas, who plays a role as an outside linebacker, kind of an edge for us, he ended up exiting this one with what's being described as a groin injury. Daniel Rickert exited with a knee injury. Both of these guys were ruled out in, I want to say Keir left in the second quarter. Rickert left in the third or maybe the early fourth, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute since I was watching the game. I don't have the numbers in front of me, guys. However, we don't have full details on either of their injury situations at this point. Make sure you stay tuned, guys. We will be giving you more information, whether it's through a short or in the next long-form video we do, so make sure you're subscribed. And lastly, before we get out of here on this one, guys, I want to talk about a couple major standouts. I want to talk about a couple of guys who really balled in this game. A lot of them we've already talked about, but I want to hit on them one more time, especially if they're not guys we've already hit on. Wesley Bailey, I don't know if he made this list. He will definitely be somebody that we discuss in our winners and losers tomorrow, though, guys. Because if you want more on the standouts from this game, and maybe some of the not standouts, we're going to be breaking them all down in our winners and losers video tomorrow morning. That'll be out on the channel. So again, just another reminder here, make sure you are subscribed here on the Rams Report. Make sure you lock in because I want to see you all season long. But again, let's go through our standouts. So 5 guys who really impressed me today. Number 1, Stetson Bennett, man. I liked what we saw. Box score looks good. But again, I think you got to watch the game and see the way he led some of these drives, the plays he made in the red zone to finish off scoring drives, get 2 touchdowns, diving for that pylon. Like, I just think Stetson heard the criticism. Stetson heard guys like me saying, hey, you didn't look that confident last week. Hey, I wanted to see some more last week. And he said, I'll show you some more. I'll show you exactly what you want to see today against the Saints. I was very happy with it. Next up, CJ Daniels. What a game. 13 targets, 8 catches, 68 yards for the 6th round pick. You bet your ass we're going to be talking about him on Winners and Losers tomorrow. My goodness. Number 6 showed up today exactly the way I hoped he would. I was hoping we'd see a little bit more from him. He was a little quieter in week 1. It was kind of the Max Clare show as far as the receiving game went. But CJ Daniels absolutely balled out. Alex Cook, again. How can you get out of this one without talking about the UFL standout? Shout out to the Birmingham Stallions for this guy. 100-yard pick 6 of Spencer Rattler, taking that one all the way back. And I will add, make sure you go on Instagram or on YouTube in our short section and check out the video. If you didn't watch the live stream, we called this. I literally said 2 plays before, if I'm the Saints, I'm throwing a pick 6 right here. And they did exactly that. So that was pretty electric. Alzillian Hamilton coming up next. UDFA comes away with a pick in this one. What more can you ask for from a guy who's been standing out all training camp long, just kind of verifying what we've been hearing about him. He got another PBU and he had a PBU last week as well. Just keeps making plays. And then lastly, Jarquez Hunter. What a game from 27, 68 yards on the ground. He got a rushing touchdown on the drive Simpson was in for that ended up scoring. A really good game from a guy who needed one after the way Dean Connors showed up last week. His job was on the line. He noticed that, and he showed up and responded. Guys, we'll keep talking about the best players from this game in Winners and Losers tomorrow morning. One more time, make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching today. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you then.